rise from your grave. Let's rank. In stage 1, we're introduced to Aggar. He can throw multiple heads at you, which is pretty disturbing, I must say, especially for a stage 1 boss. Now, to make this boss fight incredibly easy, what you can do is stand in one particular spot and just spam your projectile. But if that's too boring for you, you can also use your flame streak in combination with spamming your projectile. Your flame streak will protect you from his head projectiles. Now, I can definitely see the panic he can bring to players as he's throwing multiple heads at you, so I'm going to be ranking Aggar at a 2. In stage 2, we're introduced to Octeyes. The best way I can describe this boss is a weird looking plant that shoots multiple eyes at you. Now, when you're first facing this boss, you'll have no idea how to deal damage to it. You'll think, oh, I gotta shoot these eyes up here that are floating towards me, or shoot the main eye. And that assumption is correct. You have to focus all of your damage on that giant eye in the middle of this plant. Now, you can only deal damage to that main eye when the petals are open. So my best suggestion is to hover very close and spam your electric attack. If you do that, you'll defeat this boss in 3 to 4 seconds. But facing this boss for the first time, you're gonna have no idea how to deal damage to it, and it's not clear how to deal damage to it. So I'm gonna be ranking this boss at a 3. In stage 3, we're introduced to the Moldy Snail. Now, it's not quite clear of how to deal damage to him, but I'm going to let you know how to do that because I'm a nice guy. What you have to do is you have to keep attacking him until he's fully exposed, and then just go to town with your attacks. Do your spinning bear blanca roll or your stone breath. Just do whatever you can to deal damage to him and to make sure that he keeps being exposed. But you have to be careful because he has one attack, and that one attack is pretty devastating. But your bear breath and bear blanca roll, I can't say that with a straight face, can destroy his projectiles. So I'm going to be ranking the Moldy Snail at a 4 because at first it's not quite clear how to deal damage to him, and his projectile can be pretty devastating. Or projectiles, because it goes in 3, so a projectile, projectiles, whatever you want to call it. In stage 4, we're introduced to the Crocodile worm, and he's mixing it up with having 2 different kinds of attacks. His first attack is this orby projectile stream, and he has a homing dragon projectile. Now your tiger form has a wavy projectile, for some reason, and you have your pillar of fire, which is a vertical move that deals damage up and down. The best way to deal a lot of damage to the crocodile worm is to get close, but not too close, and execute your pillar of fire. If you get too close, you'll end up colliding with him, and then he'll completely stop your pillar of fire. There is a slower way to damage him. All you have to do is crouch and shoot your projectile, but you have to be careful of the homing dragon projectile. So they thought of that. Good on them, good on them. With all these variables to take into consideration, I'm ranking the crocodile worm at a 5, which makes him the most difficult boss in Altered Beast. In stage 5, we're introduced to Neff's final form, which is this big hulking buff rhino. Now I know he looks incredibly intimidating, but guess what? he's incredibly easy to defeat. What you have to do is crouch in the left corner and just spam your projectile. Yes, you'll take damage, but you'll defeat this boss so easily, and it's quite sad for a final boss to be this easy. So I'm ranking Neff's final form out of 1. Now that we've gone through the game, let's put the bosses in order by their ranked difficulty. Did any of these surprise you? Which bosses give you the most trouble? Comment below! Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'm Rob J. Thank you for entering the Nova, and I'll see you next time. Take care.